good. Now, who's this?
Blackie.
Blackie, because Blackie's white.
14-year-old schoolgirl Amy is worried about her 3-year-old pet bunny.
And what's wrong with Blackie?
His fur's fallen out in a clump, and like I was patting him, and that chunky stuff comes up when you brush him.
Okay. How long has he had it for?
3 weeks or something.
Yeah. You can see what's left too. It's that really dry, scaly skin. I mean, it's almost as though he's wearing a coat of talcum powder almost. I think you're lucky Blackie isn't black. Otherwise, Blackie'd have pretty obvious dandruff, I'd say. Sorry, Blackie. Rabbits losing hair isn't that uncommon, but it's working out what actually is the cause that's the real trick here. It could be parasites, it could be a fungal infection, it could be an allergy. There's no way of knowing unless you run some tests.
I can't hear it.
Very fast, really fast.
I can't hear it. Is it supposed to be loud?
It's more serious than we ever thought.
I'm going to try and get you out of this box somehow, because I can't really look at you.
Yeah. At Bondi's referral hospital sash, Lisa's examining 5-year-old Roxy, who's in labour and in trouble.
Come forward, sweetie. This way, Mum. Roxy.
I don't want to be moving.
Oh no, this is your
The
little
Beagle
bed.
arrived in a cardboard box, and she doesn't want to leave it.
Roxy went into labour this morning, and she's already delivered 3 pups, and none of them are living, so the concern is that there are more pups in there. If they're not alive, we really have to get them out because they can rot and make the mum very sick. That's a good girl. No, there's no puppy in the pelvic canal. Okay, let's go get an X-ray of you, hon. Hey, Rox.
Roxy's labour has stalled. Lisa couldn't find any pups in the birth canal.
That way.
So now she'll X-ray Roxy's uterus to check how many are still inside.
Good girl.
The X-rays reveal that 3 puppies' lives could be hanging in the balance, and so too is Roxy's.
If a dead pup is left inside Roxy, she'll start to become septic herself, and she can be seriously ill and even die.
All right. So this is obviously where most of our concern is with Blackie.
Chris is trying to solve the mystery of why Amy's pet rabbit Blackie is losing its hair.
There's some pretty simple tests we can run. Right. In fact, so simple you probably never look at me the same way because you'll wonder why I went to uni for 5 years. But the first test is so simple, it involves a piece of sticky tape.
That hurts when you put sticky tape on and you pull it off. I feel sorry for him. I can't watch. Oh, yuck.
Okay, so there we go. On the slide, and then we just go straight to the microscope. Oh.
Bug.
Bug. Oh my goodness, you poor thing.
It appears, oh, that one's moving. There. He just waved hello.
From the straw?
Disgusting.
You know what's really amazing too? Can you see all those little ovals?
Oh yeah.
They're eggs.
Wow.
So it's going to get worse.
And that's only in the one section too.
Yeah.
Oh, bunny boy.
I would say most likely though that Blackie's always had these mites.
Chris has discovered the culprit behind Blackie's dandruff problem. Fur mites.
What's the one place on Blackie's body that Blackie can't chew?
Right in the middle of his back, and that's where they've put it.
Yeah. You can see by that sample there how many eggs there were there. So very quickly this could go from being a small problem to being a very big problem. So what we're going to do is actually give Blackie a dog and cat treatment.
Rabbit fur mites are different to those found on cats and dogs, but the same treatment can be used for both.
But over the next probably 24 hours, that'll spread throughout the skin.
All right.
And go all over the body and target these little mites that are here as well.
Blackie's problems may be coming to an end, but it seems Chris's are only just beginning.
Allergy, is it? You're allergic to rabbits?
Potentially.
Oh, oops, sorry.
It's only some rabbits.
Blackie, it's all your fault. How could you? That's pretty funny.
It's funny, is it?
Not funny, but like, sorry.
It's all right. It's going to be a tough day. It'll be all right.
Thank you.
So it's a success. The rabbit's going to be treated. We've identified the cause, but I think I'm now the patient. But hey, the rabbit's okay.
Little pinch, my darling.
I'm just going to give her the injection that's going to stimulate her uterus to contract, and hopefully we'll be able to get the puppies out without having to take her to surgery. A little pinch.
X-rays have revealed there are still 3 puppies inside Roxy. Lisa and vet nurse Jess are not sure if any of them are alive.
Okay, there you go.
Before coming into the hospital, Roxy delivered 3 pups, all stillborn.
Okay, we have a puppy. We have a puppy. Puppies are coming.
Excellent.
All right, darling.
Good girl, Rox.
Good girl.
Oh, that's just...
Oh, it's not, is it? It
Yeah,
is.
it is. It's a dead puppy. I'm sorry. It's very small, isn't it? Very...
I think it's
Underdevelopment.
Yeah, it's underdeveloped.
Okay.
Oh, God. There's another one. There is no way there is anything living in this dog.
It's got to be pretty tough for her. She's got to go through the whole birthing process, and then she doesn't have the pups in the end. Hey, Rox, you going to give another one?
And despite everything she's gone through, the drama is not yet over.
Going to do another push? If the third pup doesn't come out after the injection, she will need to have a cesarean because we cannot leave a dead puppy inside her.
This is a house call with a difference. A house call to the big house. They're 3 Labrador puppies, 3 very bad boys, and they're in the slammer.
Chris is now on his way to a very different consultation at a prison in central New South Wales.
Turn round, arms out for me.
Chris is an ambassador for Assistance Dogs Australia.
Thank you very much.
These 3 Labrador puppies, Yoshi, Yogi and Ziggy, are being trained to be assistance dogs for the disabled.
How are they going?
Yeah, he's going very well.
Obedience-wise, obviously pretty good, Bill.
Not too bad. A bit boisterous at times.
This special program takes 18 months and is a reward for trusted inmates who are hand-picked to train the pups.
They're getting worn down, though. They must see plenty of exercise.
Take a lot of holes.
not trying to dig out of here, are
You'll see them. Never thought of that one.
You could be onto something, though. I'll tell the guys over here.
Officers over there.
The new team of carers are Mark,
He's a good boy.
Bill
That's all you're getting.
and Andrew.
Kisses. Oh.
There you go. Self-medicating.
The pups need worming, vaccinating and flea treatments.
What happened to the flea powder?
Went out about 20 years ago.
Did it really hurt?
The inmates are keen to show Chris how far the pups have progressed in just 6 weeks.
Not bad, Bill.
He's going to help some poor bugger out in a wheelchair, and that's what I'm looking to help, to make life better for somebody in a wheelchair. Let's go. Good boy.
Mark was
There you go.
convicted
Come on,
of
mate.
attempted murder
Good
and has
boy.
been in jail now
Good boy.
for
Wait.
21 years.
Yeah, Yoshi is my mate. Up. It means a great deal. I can't put it into words.
These dogs, they don't judge them. To them, they're an owner, a companion, a mate, someone they trust and someone they believe in, and they can really lean on each other and have a great bond with no conditions.
He's a good boy. Yeah, he is. Good boy. The feeling is stupendous. It's really good. Has me glowing inside. I'd really feel now I'd be lost if I don't see him for a day or two. It's a good boy, eh? Damn.
He's going along okay?
Yeah, he's got a little bit of a limp, but I think he'd done that in enclosure on the weekend playing with the other dogs.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah,
So what, limping on the front legs?
yeah.
When Chris checks Yoshi over, Mark reveals his mate has developed a bad limp in the mornings.
The funny thing about these pups is when they're playing, when they're running around, you don't notice the subtleties. And when Mark said that Yoshi's been limping on that left paw, my heart sunk. Because if that is a developmental problem like elbow dysplasia, that's the end of the program for Yoshi. He can't continue, he will not be an assistance dog. And for Mark, that would just be beyond heartbreaking. He responds to that.
At the prison, Chris is carrying out checks on the 3 pups being trained to become assistance dogs for the disabled. He's discovered Yoshi has a limp and is hoping it's not elbow dysplasia.
Imagine being that person that has to tell Mark, his new best friend, his shining little bit of light in that prison, had to be taken away from him. I couldn't do it. When I started looking over Yoshi, even though I never like to see pain, to see just that slight little wince he gave when I twisted his wrist around, he seems to resent it. It was a good thing because that indicated a sprain, which is treatable with rest and with anti-inflammatories. It'll get into his system and reduce the inflammation in that wrist joint, take away the pain, the soreness, and the swelling. And by doing that, you should notice that in those mornings he's a lot more free and easy and can run around. With no worries at all. But to get the effect, he does actually have to swallow it, which might take some time. Oh, you've done it. Well done.
Oh, good boy, Yoshi.
Get in the car.
Today, Andrew, Mark and the pups are taking their training to a new level. It's their first public outing to see if the puppies can behave during a visit to a local primary school. It's a big step for both inmates and pups.
This lot of inmates, this will be the first time they've left the centre to mingle with the public, with the pups. Yeah, that's on your mind the whole time you're out. But, you know, something may happen. God forbid that one of them tried to do a runner, so it should be very interesting.
I'll just give her another shot, Jess, if you wouldn't mind holding her head. Little stings.
Lisa's just given Roxy another injection of oxytocin in the hope it will stimulate her uterus to push out the last pup.
Hard day today for you. It needs to come out because a rotting puppy inside Roxy is going to make her very sick and she could die from that. Here's the last one. Rox, things didn't go too well for you, huh? I'm going to take it away now. I know, sweetheart. There's nothing worse than delivering a whole litter full of dead puppies, and we just really have to look at it from the positive point of view that Roxy's okay.
Roxy.
Who's here? Look who's here. It's Papa Dad.
With the last puppy out, Roxy's making a remarkable recovery, much to the relief of her owners Jason and Amanda.
Roxy may look okay, but she's under a lot of stress. Humans go through a huge ordeal when they deliver a baby, and animals do too.
Fortunately for Roxy, by avoiding a caesarean, she will still be able to have another litter.
We're sad that the pups didn't turn out, but yeah, she's a lovely dog, a lovely companion, and we're just happy she's still here. So, bittersweet, really.
Hey, Yoshi goes all right. He's not too frightened and intimidated by the children.
It'd be good to see how they go with kids' accidents.
Yeah,
They all want to get in there and touch the pups and that. It'd be good.
Yeah.
Mark and Andrew have been given permission to take their trainee assistance dogs to a local primary school. Mark has been inside prison for 21 years.
That car trip was something else. We're driving along, Kath the whole time's worried there's going to be some sort of mass breakout. But all the while, I was just totally absorbed in the fact that Mark had never been in a car that had electric windows before.
Press button windows up there, not the old handles up down anymore. Yeah, I tell you what's blown me away, the radio and that. 20 years ago, they weren't like that.
No.
I mean, she's worried he's going to run away. He wasn't going anywhere. He'd never seen anything like this before in his life. And when you think about it, it's mind-blowing to think that that's 21 years without being in a car. I just can't imagine that.
Yeah, I love the forests. Love seeing the pine trees.
This is the third lot of trainee assistance dogs to visit the school.
Hello.
And the students can't wait to see the newcomers.
They just love them and love the boys bringing them down. We're now in the process of trying to organise sponsorship of one of the pups in Kirkconnell.
Yeah, Yoshi, speak. Speak. You're shaking. Speak, boy. Yoshi, speak. Good boy. Good boy.
They're always very polite and very concerned about the children and doing the right thing in the school.
Good on ya. Give this lady a gold star.
Just be gentle, kids. You don't want to overwhelm the dogs.
He's nice and shiny, ain't he? He's a good boy. That was precious. I mean, you can't put a price on that. I know the children love the dogs, so, and because of that, it made me feel good.
It was like a father with his son or something like that at the first football game when he scores his first try, so yeah, it was good.
The school trip was very special, just to see those kids so absorbed in those puppies. Just shows you the amazing power of animals. But they didn't even notice there were 2 inmates in the room. To them, the fact they were from a prison did not matter one little bit. They were these magical people that were training these dogs to do these incredible things for an incredible purpose. That was all that mattered, and that was great.
Then they go and live with somebody, you know, that's got a wheelchair and that to help them out.
Yeah, like as disabled.
Yeah, disabled people. Yeah.
Coming up, Rusty versus Lisa, who'll win the Bondi Showdown. Back at Kirkconnell Correctional Centre,
Rusty, wait.
Mark takes Yoshi for more training, but he's just not paying attention.
Nah, Yoshi, come on, boy. Come on.
After 18 months of intensive work, Yoshi will hopefully become an assistance dog for a disabled owner.
I look at these dogs and you can't help but wonder which is going to be the one that makes it. And Yoshi, I don't know about Yoshi.
That's not right, Yoshi.
I think Ziggy's a bolter. I think he's got the looks. Somehow, he might even have the brains as well. Shake.
I love him. He's my little mate, you know. If I'm sad, I can just cuddle up to Ziggy. I can, you know what I mean? He's there for me and I'm there for him. Can't hear? Yes.
Andrew is just 20, but has already been in and out of jail several times.
Yes, good boy. This time I'm not going to say I'm not going to stay out, but I'm going to definitely try my hardest. I want to stay out for the freedom and get my own pup and that when I get out. So, yeah, it makes me want to stay out.
Mark and Andrew will be eligible for parole shortly after they finish training Yoshi and Ziggy.
Oh, to say I'm over the moon with it is probably, you know, understating it. The guys are incredible. The benefits to all the inmates, the staff and everybody, it's really great. And then to know that the benefits flow on to members of the community, it gives everybody a real buzz.
Yuki, go to bed.
It's sad to be in a place where people are, I guess, down.
Close the door.
But you've got this little pocket of happiness, little pocket of hope that these dogs provide. They're 3 dogs that mean the world to everyone in here. It's fantastic.
It has me thinking about the wrongs that I've done in the past. It has me feeling that I have contrition. It makes life that much better, like when he puts his head on my chest. I give him a good pat and I say, he's a good mate, you know? You're a good boy. You're a good boy, aren't you, hey?
So you doubt this whole thing, don't you?
It's meant to be my day.
But it is still going to be your day after it's his day.
Next morning, back at Bondi, Chris has offered to give Lisa a surfing lesson, but she's not happy about Chris's kelpie Rusty cutting in on her time.
Rusty has no chance of standing up on the board. Chris thinks he's this wonder dog. I think this is going to be quite entertaining.
He's ready. Sort of. All going well so far.
It's a showdown between the 2 rookies, the city princess and the farm dog.
Are you ready? You okay, Rusty? Go, Rusty! Rusty! That was good! Rusty, you've got a talent. Don't run away from it. No, stop! Rusty! Come on, not up there. Oh, Rusty. Rusty! Come on! I wouldn't say Rusty ran away. He's more just your complete surfing athlete. So that was similar to your surf carnival. You have your board leg, then you have your run leg. Yeah, just there. All right, now turn the board around.
It's now Lisa's turn to take on the swell.
That's good, Lisa, just there. You okay? You look more scared than Rusty. Your makeup's not running, is it?
Aren't you better than Rusty though? What do you reckon? Come on.
As much as it hurts me to say, I think Rusty was somewhat disappointing, but Lisa did okay. You didn't run away at least.
Exactly, I went back for more.
Pretty sure you wanted to run away at some stage, but...
Yeah, but I was motivated, I was determined.
Come on! The search continues. Is there a sport that Rusty's good at? Possibly not.
So this is the little wallaroo? Yeah, okay, we'll get Chris to have a look.
A worried young couple have just made a mercy dash to the Bondi clinic.
Her mother had been hit by a car on the side of the road and we could see Heidi kicking around inside, so got her out of the pouch and brought her home. I guess I've just been worried since yesterday when she started having the runs.
Stressing quite a bit last night.
I know. We hardly slept. We're up all night on the internet looking at every possible disease they can get.
So it's a greeny-brown diarrhea that she's having?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can see right now, actually.
Oh, there we go. There's a good sample.
How lovely. It's quite mucousy, actually. Diarrhea seems like a pretty nondescript thing to have in a sick animal, but in a young animal like this, it dehydrates them very quickly, it takes away their electrolytes, and it can kill them very quickly.
Alert and active, the wallaroo looks to be in good condition.
Twists the head around and watches what I'm doing. See that? Do you mind? I'm trying to work down here.
But appearances can be dangerously deceptive.
So everything's a little bit upset, a little bit angry down there. The next tip is I'll take that sample we took earlier out the back and analyse it and just check there are no parasites in there.
Chris will now examine Heidi's sample to track down exactly what is threatening her life.
The thing about little wallaroos is they're small. They don't have many body reserves, and the most important nutrient of all is fluid. The moment they start to lose it through diarrhoea, you've got probably about a day and a half before that dehydration becomes so severe that it can actually kill them. We've got to act, and we've got to act quickly.
Hey, good boy.
What are you doing? A bit sore?
Oh, there's something in here.
At Bondi's referral hospital SASH, 1-year-old Dalmatian puppy Hugo is in trouble.
Well, he's vomited a couple of times in the last few days, and this afternoon when I came from work he was just curled up in his basket and no bounding down the hall to greet you, and he just didn't get out of his basket all evening.
Emergency vet Lisa Chimes soon finds the reason for Hugo's misery.
Like a golf ball size, firm.
What have you gone into?
I don't know, it feels like it could be a bone or...
Oh no, Hugo.
Definitely not what should be in there. The thing about puppies is they're like babies. They'll put anything in their mouth and they will eat anything, and that's probably what Hugo's done now, but he's in real strife.
Yeah, this is what I suspected actually. It's an overgrowth of coccidia, which are little protozoal organisms, and you can actually see them. There's little dots here. Yeah, and there's millions of them, absolutely millions of them. So right now we've got to work out some medication for little Heidi, treat the coccidia, and basically stabilise that gut, because it looks like there might just be time. We'll have to see. So we'll just fill up that space underneath the skin.
The fluids and medication should fight off the double threat of dehydration and diarrhoea. But sadly, young wildlife can crash fast.
I mean, you guys have done very well to get her to this point.
Yeah.
But these coccidia have sensed that she's a little bit weak and they've taken their moment. And they're really trying to get the better of her right now. Because I would say another 24 hours and things would have got a little bit beyond the point of fixing it.
Just
Rub it in. Oh, and look who she runs back to today.
I'm glad we didn't sit around and think about it for another day.
You be brave boy. Can you lie on your side for us?
At Sash, it's bad news for Hugo. X-rays confirm an object is stuck deep in the Dalmatian's bowel.
It could be a string or a bit of stocking wound upon each other, but if you take a step back, it really could be a corn cob.
Good boy.
Good boy.
Oh, very brave.
Good boy, wow. The first thing we've got to do is get him stabilised. He's really dehydrated and quite depressed, and he's in no state to have surgery, even if he needs it. So tonight we need to put him on a drip, rehydrate him. It's all right. It will make you feel better. Oh, good boy.
Lisa needs to find a solution quickly. The obstruction is causing the Dalmatian a lot of pain. He's not eaten or had a bowel movement for more than a day.
Really, there's only two options. He can either pass it in 24 hours, or we have to open him up in surgery and take it out. Now, he's only a year old. I don't want him going under the knife. It's going to be a long recovery time. It's much easier for him if he can just pass it. So his time starts now.
So to work out her age, we take her foot measurement, which was 150 millimetres,
Yep.
with her weight, which was 800 grams, and that gives us our age.
A baby wallaroo found in her dead mother's pouch has been treated just in time.
So she's about 180 days, so about 6 months.
It's hard to believe she's 6 months old and this tiny.
I know. Yeah, it is incredible. And just so fragile.
Yeah.
Heidi is still seriously ill, but medication will now fight off the bacteria attacking her system.
I've got to be honest with you, as soon as I saw Heidi, my mind just went straight back to little Beanie.
You can hear these little squeaking sounds. Thankfully, I've got his eyes covered so he can't see the monstrosity that has become his mother.
Just 2 months ago, Chris tried to save an orphaned kangaroo. After round-the-clock care, Beanie lost the fight.
These little guys can go from being playful and seemingly full of energy and full of life to not being with us anymore. And it's heartbreaking. Put it back in the pouch there. As happy as I am with the level of care that Jodie has for little Heidi, she did the big somersault in, yeah, she does. The alarm bells are ringing for me in a certain way as well, because there's going to come a time very soon where she has to say goodbye to Heidi, where Heidi has to move on to a wildlife carer. That's going to be so tough for her. Thanks, Jodie. See you, Heights. Good luck. See you later.
On the TV, this is what they show as Bondi Rescue.
Rescues.
Or when you see all them people on the beach.
Yeah.
This is the one.
Yeah.
Next morning, Chris's new clients have arrived from out of town.
Oh, here's another puppy. Look at that. Look at that. That's a Steph.
John and Fiona have just arrived after a 3-hour drive up the coast with their 4-month-old Shar-Pei.
Yeah, he's always got a problem of his eyes when he's walking. You know, he's always bumping against the wall or chair.
Mr. Wilson sees almost nothing because of the huge folds of skin that cover his eyes. He's in danger of going blind.
People do say, oh, that's one ugly dog, but normally he's growling at him if they say that. They seem to know what they're saying.
Fiona and John run a Chinese restaurant in Bateman's Bay and have even closed the business for a few days for this mercy trip.
Shut the shop, doesn't matter. Look after the boy. We will enhance his looks one way or another.
Hugo, time is running out. Andrew is sharpening the knife as we speak. I know. It's quite scary. No.
At Sash, Hugo has not passed the suspected corn cob wedged in his bowel, and the puppy's condition is deteriorating.
The obvious answer would be to give Hugo a laxative, but if he's got something stuck, physically stuck in his bowel, and we go and give him something to make his bowel work more, he could rupture his bowel, become septic and die. He is such a beautiful dog, and I don't want him to have to undergo surgery, but it's looking more and more likely. We just got to burp it out.
Hello, it's Neil here from Bondi Junction Vet Hospital. I've got a lost dog with a microchip. What time do you have to get up this morning?
We got up at 2:30, left just after 3.
Only if I got up at 2:30, I'd be looking a bit like Mr. Wilson, actually.
They say I already do.
Chris is examining Mr. Wilson's severe eye problems.
He's got what's called entropion, where he's got so much loose skin, the eyelashes on the end of that eyelid actually roll inwards. You can see when I let it go, they jump inwards and they sit actually on the eyeball itself.
Right.
It's like having that it's like having an eyelash stuck on your eye the whole time. If that keeps on happening, he will go blind. There's no two ways about it. He'll lose his vision just from that constant irritation. So this needs to be done, it needs to be done early, and they've done exactly the right thing in getting him looked at. What I propose that we do is lift up this eyelid, lift up the bottom eyelid, maybe even take a little slice out of the corner, which will actually make his eye a bit bigger, and allow that eyeball of his to actually see the world. Giving you a good look, that's Mum. It's the first time you've ever seen her. And while we're in there, you don't want any other changes to him? Maybe just take the rest of the skin away?
That's what people like about him.
You sure? We've got a whole board of dogs over here.
Any room for me?
I can do.
No, thank you. This is.
I can do any of these. What about we can make him into a Pomeranian? Just take a bit of extra skin off.
I'm quite happy for my baby look, isn't it? I'm gorgeous. I'm born gorgeous. See? Why do you have to change it?
Come on. Come on, Hugo. All right, number 1. Now number 2. Come on, it's toilet time.
At Sash, Lisa is hoping a walk on the grass will encourage Hugo to pass the object blocking his bowel.
Come on, don't get distracted, just focus.
After 20 minutes, still no result.
He's not really being very helpful, and I'm getting quite tired. Come on. We'll try for a little bit longer and then you know what has to happen.
Good boy.
Hey, mister. What do you reckon? That is your new look. You just put your face there. It's remarkable.
You're such a bastard.
Just like that.
4-month-old Mr. Wilson can hardly see because of the huge folds of skin covering his eyes.
No one's doing anything yet.
Eventually, the rubbing on his eyeballs will blind him. Even before his pre-med injection, Mr. Wilson is making a fuss. This spoiled Shar-Pei has never been parted from his owners.
They'll be back soon. Want a little dim sim in the meantime? There's actually quite a story behind the Shar-Pei. They were bred as hunting and guard dogs, and the point of all those loose folds of skin is actually to help them with their hunting. If they get grabbed hold of, the animal that's grabbing hold of them just gets the skin, it doesn't get the dog.
All right.
They're so ugly, they're cute. And Mr. Wilson is just the epitome of that.
Mr. Wilson's ready for the nip tuck that should finally help him see the world. But at just 4 months of age, any anaesthetic can be dangerous.
He just doesn't have the body mass, the body size, or the maturity to metabolise his anaesthetic in a normal way. So we have to be very, very careful.
Open the cage. Now I'll leave you to think about what you've done. You just think about it.
Lisa is running out of ideas to help 1-year-old Hugo. With the obstruction in the puppy's bowel not budging, the operating theatre is on standby.
Hugo! What is there? Is that a poo? It's a corn cob. He has saved himself a bit of grief. I know it took a while, but we got the results in the end, and thankfully Hugo doesn't have to go to surgery, so it's great news. I don't envy him for passing this. Don't think it would have been too comfortable, but he did it. Good on him. He's a good boy. We'll keep it for your mum, just in case she doesn't believe us what you ate. That's your show and tell.
The hardest thing here is just working out how much skin you can take, because it's like jumping on the corner of a waterbed. The moment you hit it, the skin flies to the other side of the face, then the moment you take your hand away, the skin comes back. It's bizarre, but you have to make a bit of an estimate as to how much you can get away with. Put the stitch in, stand back, and go, looks good, or no, do it again. It's frustrating.
Mr. Wilson's quality of life depends on Chris getting the painstaking surgery right. It takes 1 hour to finish the right eye.
That's fine, but it's the left eye that's the big worry. It's the one that's really drooping over, and it's going to be quite a challenge. The worry if you take too much skin is that he gets that permanent startled look. I've been in Hollywood for 40 years. I've been to the plastic surgeon every week for the last 10. And then he's stuck with that. You don't really want that.
After nearly 2 hours, Chris is finished, but he's still concerned about Mr. Wilson's ultimate look.
The big test is going to be when he wakes up, because right now he's asleep, everything's falling down. Hopefully when he wakes up, everything springs to life and he sees everything perfectly.
The next day, Chris is at the clinic early to check out the results of Mr. Wilson's eye lift.
How's it looking? I'm feeling pretty, you know.
Neil, you look as though you're 20.
I know, I've had 10 years taken off.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
You look like a double bay housewife.
I know, you did a good job, yeah.
It's ridiculous. Neil's got the surprise stare, which I was trying to avoid with Mr. Wilson.
Can you see me? I can see you. Yes. Great.
He does look good. He genuinely looks as though it's one of the first times he's truly seen the world, and he's a bit wide-eyed and in awe of what's around him.
Back at home, Heidi, the wallaroo, is improving rapidly.
We were worried, we didn't know what was going to happen. We were scared for her, and yeah, it's a relief now. We can relax again. Yeah, I was shocked when I heard how close it was. 24 hours, I couldn't believe it. We were lucky.
In a few days, it'll be time for her to leave Jody and Zach to go to a wildlife carer.
So I don't know what it is about her, but she's just so little and helpless, and it's a nice feeling.
All right, Hugo. This is the final test. Now, if you can eat this without vomiting, and you eat it well, then hopefully you can go home tomorrow, or today, if you're lucky.
Only 24 hours ago, Hugo was a miserable puppy in a lot of pain, with a corn cob wedged in his bowel.
Oh, yummy.
Fortunately,
Is it yummy?
the Dalmatian managed to avoid surgery and can now go home unscathed.
There! Oh,
No, this is normal Hugo.
Oh, charming. That's the corn cob.
Oh,
It's
lovely.
not the colour of a corn cob that you ate, I'm sure.
Wow, lovely. Thank you. The next time.
Oh, no. Oh, we give cuddles and yes, we give kisses. Yes, big one. Oh, so thank you. Gorgeous.
I can hear his voice.
Was that him?
Sounds like it.
Owners John and Fiona have arrived to pick up Mr. Wilson.
I was missing my baby.
You always think, oh, what's it going to be like?
I should leave the jumper for him so that he doesn't feel like I was beside him. I can't wait to see him. Yeah.
You ready to rock? Ready?
Oh, the eyes are really clear. I see them again.
Mr. Wilson will need to be checked in another 6 weeks to make sure the eye lift has been a success.
Oh, yes. Much better.
Brilliant, brilliant. Yeah. You can see the whites of his eyes.
Yeah.
Never before.
Yes, give a Chris a Chris. Say thank you, Chris.
Just a